We'll cut that last bit out.
Yeah, we have.
Say.
You got an angle.
Got one.
An angle on me where you just look way bigger.
That's just the truth.
There's mosquito that were shown in these.
What the fuck is that?
That was massive. It's low. What the fuck is that?
That's nuts. Well, that's a behemoth. Okay. Right. Oh no, it's back. No, it's gone. It's gone. No, go. You can sit down. But you know, those are. Yeah, that's a bat.
You just missed the biggest freak out. It was like a mosquito or it was a spider on the back of my neck. But I didn't catch that on film. But my heart rate's elevated. I've already got bitten on my neck. This is for you guys. You heard that, did you? Cut that bit out.
That stays.
No, it was just a mosquito. I was a moth that time.
Testing.
Okay. Do an intro or light an intro?
Yeah, I'll do an intro.
Probably your brothers.
I don't know. Okay, so. Cut. Hey guys, I'm Rob from SpectraHeal.com.
And I'm Jack from SpectraHeal.com.
And we're going to do a Q&A, some of our most commonly asked questions about everything to do with red light therapy.
Questions are here on the laptop. We'll go through them one by one. We'll see how much we get through. The light is rapidly fading on us here. So we'll try our best to get through as many as possible. If we don't get through them all, we'll do another video getting through the rest of them. No idea if the mic picked up any of that, but we hope.
Yeah, hope so.
Alright, so I think the best way to do this is probably I'll take first 5, you take second 5. Bum, 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 bum. Ask me these, so. Alright, let me hold this.
How exactly does this red light stuff work?
That was definitely an Instagram DM by the way that was formatted. Okay, it's probably a good place to start on how red light therapy actually works. Without getting into too much detail, I can't. We're not cutting any aside. This is going to be raw. So I hope you appreciate us getting sunburnt for this video. Red light therapy works by penetrating through the skin and into the cell. Once it's in the cell, it stimulates the production of ATP in the mitochondria. ATP is the energy currency of our cells. You've probably seen that definition everywhere. Which basically allows the body to produce more energy for all the processes in the body. So it can help a wide variety of different things, which is why it's so popular. And it's a growing modality for people to use for lots of different health ailments, conditions, as it helps the body be more efficient and the cells be more efficient is essentially what it does in layman's terms. So a quick thing I want to touch on as well is with new forms of equipment or treatments for different stuff, there's always comes an air of skepticism around it. I'm definitely more of a skeptic than a believer. So one of the great examples I have when obviously people are quite skeptical of a light being able to do anything in the body, like what's shining a light going to do? And we seem to overlook the effects of simply like one of the biggest examples people would come in contact with regularly is the sun. And when sunlight shines on your body, you can actually see the physical effects of it changing the color of your skin and making your skin darker. So light can have a profound effects on the body, but us as humans tend to favor things we can see and we can feel. Like after workout, when your muscles are sore, you feel like you've done something, you feel like you're improving, you feel like you're making progress. With light therapy, you don't necessarily get an initial feeling straight away. So it can also be a hard thing to put faith in. But for example, like I said, with the sun, you can actually see the changes happening on your skin via sunlight. So red light therapy is extremely powerful, and just because it's light and you may not necessarily notice some physical reaction straight away, it doesn't mean that it's not a powerful modality to be using for your health. We'll cut most of that rambling out, but again, we might keep this raw, we might keep the rambling in, we'll see. But I think it's more authentic if we just ramble. Pick an easy one for me. Joking, hit me the hardest. What's the hardest one you got?
Wavelength of light. How often should I use red light?
Okay, so yeah, generally you want to use it once or twice per day for no more than 20 minutes anyways. If you're using like the whole body, like a big panel for your whole body, you do the front and then you turn over and do the back, so maybe 10 minutes front, 10 minutes back, for 20 minutes a day. You do 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening, whatever suits your lifestyle really. It's pretty easy to use. You can also do something else while you can do your stretching, your mindfulness in the morning, whatever your usual morning routine is. You can kind of use that at the same time to hit two birds with one stone, as they say. But yeah, roughly 10 to 20 minutes per day. If you're using it for something like skincare, you can even use less than that itself. If you're using it for a specific injury, you can maybe just shine the light on let's say your knee. You can get your knee right up close to it. Yeah, there's lots of different ways you can use it, but generally 10 to 20 minutes once or twice per day. Next one.
Are there any weird side effects I should know about?
Oh yeah, definitely. No. One of the reasons why red light therapy is so popular is there are no side effects essentially to using the red light therapy panels. Lots of other treatments, like for example, I'll use acne or something. A lot of people are given stuff like Accutane or other kind of like some of them are prescribed medications that they'll use for various skin ailments, or let's say anti-inflammatories for other, like, that can cause like a lot of damage. Like I know a lot of anti-inflammatories, even stuff like ibuprofen at high enough doses can actually damage your stomach lining and your intestines and stuff. So one of the reasons why red light therapy is so popular for athletes or people looking to fix certain conditions on the skin or injuries is there is little to no side effects or risks associated with using the panel. So that's one of the biggest pluses I can say for red light therapy panel. Easy to use, and compared to the other like surgeries or medications you might use for other things, there's very little risk to it. Red light therapy will also make you taller, Rob. That's why I stopped using it. I'm just getting too tall. There are also various forms of wildlife attacking us here. Mosquitoes, large insects. We're in Portugal at the moment, so there are insects that I've never seen before back home in Ireland and the UK, so worrying times. All right, next question. You got to sneeze, sorry. Sneeze break.
Okay, so
I feel like I'm sitting weird, am I?
can athletes use red light to bounce back from injury quicker?
We actually have a few athletes that use our panels already. We have a page on the website going into more detail on this, and some of the guys use the panels. Yes, of course. So we've also a longer form YouTube video on the effects on the body, which you can also check out. But in short form, answer yes. Without going into all the different reasons why it helps, as I touched on before, it increases the ATP in the mitochondria. So when that happens, your body has more energy and more resources to then begin repair. The body will use what it has available to it, and it'll focus on the most essential things to it, which is like keeping your heart beating, and various other, it's like basically keeping you alive. That's where your resources go straight away. So if you are low on ATP, you're training hard, you're overtraining, you're doing all this kind of stuff, your body's resources becomes depleted. Your ATP becomes depleted, your energy becomes depleted, and your cells function less efficiently. What red light therapy will do is increase the production of ATP in the mitochondria, giving your body more energy and more resources to then use on stuff like repair of muscle fibers, repairing an injury, especially not a life-threatening injury that your body isn't necessarily focusing on. Let's say you've torn your bicep, or you've knee injuries, ligament injuries. If you're trying to recover from something like that, if you've more resources to do that, your body will then defer energy to go and help repair that faster. Your body will rob Peter to pay Paul and focus on the most essential things that your body needs just to maintain your being alive. So it'll focus on those things first. If it has leftover ATP and energy, it'll then focus on injuries and that kind of thing. So more ATP equals more recovery, absolutely.
Helped me massively. I tore my bicep in December, and I was using it every night and made such a
way
difference.
Too many curls.
Yeah, just lifting such heavy weights. And
Rob does a bit of sports and a bit of. Do you want to touch on that?
Not really.
He's not very good at it. He's not very good at it, but he attempts to do some. It's probably wrestling, was it?
Yeah, just wrestling, man, stripped to the waist mainly. No, I tore my bicep. Initially, I thought it was like a broken arm. Didn't know what the fuck it was, but then obviously I travel with my mini panel because it's quite handy. It's quite portable. It's quite light. So I just 10 minutes per day, super up close, right next to my bicep, and just made a massive difference. Anyway, I got back training pretty quickly after that. But
I was surprised when I heard you got the bicep injury. I was like, that sits you out for months. Like, I think you were back training within like a few weeks. Again,
tentatively training, but yeah, I was back in the game. Can red light help smooth out wrinkles?
So back to the skincare stuff. Again, most of the people that know about red light therapy are actually women. and because of the skincare masks, the kind of stuff you see, the cheaper kind of mask stuff you see around quite a lot for skincare. So a lot of the questions we do get asked are around skincare, hyperpigmentation, acne, wrinkles. So yes, there are plenty of benefits for RedLight Therapy for the skin. It's probably the most used, the most reason why people would use a RedLight panel is generally for skin in today's day and age for skincare. So yes, it does have plenty of benefits. We have a whole video on this. Please go to that video for all the different treatments it can be used for. We've also got a video on hyperpigmentation coming out as well, either before this or after this. I'm not sure when, but check the channel.
I mean, skincare.
We got lizards in the background there. Sorry, my ADHD kicking in.
Nice, but with wrinkles especially, look, if you can increase your collagen and elastin, you're gonna reduce your wrinkles, and that's what RedLight does. It'll boost your collagen and reduce your wrinkles via that, and boost your elastin too. So
yeah, and we don't even need to do a sales pitch here on our products here. I mean, look, do your research behind the scenes, do what you need to do. We don't need to, like, if you do your research properly, you'll pick a high quality item, because you are spending a decent amount of money for these things. Do your research, whatever you need to do, but yeah, we have a huge amount of pride in the quality of the panels we've been able to bring to the market, and we'll put them up against anyone else's.
Yeah, I mean, the product speaks for itself. Look at the specs of any of these masks you see around, and you'll see pretty quickly why you should choose a
Yeah, fuck those masks. Sorry, we have these in like a Google Doc that we've kind of like grabbed out of Instagram and email and stuff, so they're a bit jumbled together here.
Some of them are shit.
We're also losing light rapidly here. It's about to go down the hills here. We are in beautiful Portugal, as you can see. As you can see, I don't know why you'd be able to see that, but we're in Portugal. So at least we're not getting sunburnt anymore. There is that.
Still red. Still red.
You're red. I'm not red. I have an olive skin tone right now, like a Greek god. You look like a plum. Plums aren't even red. I don't know. You got a mosquito on your arm.
Where? Which one?
I got bit there a second ago. It's gone.
Can RedLight Therapy help with arthritis?
No. Yes. So, again, without going back over how RedLight, like, essentially the reason why RedLight Therapy would work for many different ailments is the same method of action. So without touching back on that again, the increasing ATP has and the anti-inflammatory anti-inflammatory effects of the RedLight panel all tied together to help someone with arthritis. So if you can reduce the inflammation in someone's joints, obviously they'll get pain relief from that. If you increase the body's ATP, then they have more resources to repair the body, wound healing, that kind of thing. So again, I think we have a video of this on the YouTube channel. Again, you can touch on that. If not, we'll and someone wants a full arthritis video, we'll go into super detail on it if you want. But that could be a 10-minute video. So
I mean, we have a video on reducing systemic inflammation, and inflammation is basically the main thing that's going to hurt people when it comes to arthritis. So
exactly,
inflammation, reduce symptoms of arthritis.
Exactly, and there's various different forms of arthritis that you can get. You can get like an autoimmune, it's like the body's attacking the joints and that kind of thing and causing inflammation. It can also be some diet-related arthritis. Some interesting area of study for actually someone who's looking to look into their own arthritis is around if you fast people with arthritis, a lot of their symptoms disappear. Some people it does, some people it doesn't. So if you're one of those that get benefits out of fasting, relieving your symptoms of arthritis, then touch on maybe the diet aspect. So if no food is coming into your body, your symptoms start to disappear. There may be a diet related element to some of the inflammation being caused there and the reason why your body may be attacking the joints. So look into that a bit deeper there. There's lots of interesting information coming out that you won't be able to get from your local doctor. You won't be able to get from the textbooks because they haven't been written yet on this stuff. So there's lots of new good information coming out on diet related modalities for helping arthritis and inflammation type diseases. So a lot of stuff comes from inflammation, and diet can be a huge part to play in that. I won't push you in any direction around that. I'll let you do that yourself. It's Rob's turn. He'll answer a few. I'll pick out some hard ones for him.
Brilliant.
Alrighty.
Make sure my belly's not out.
Take some mediocre ones. 'Cause I don't think he's got. Should I be careful with RedLight stuff if I'm pregnant or nursing? There you go.
I'm getting murdered here.
We're going to do a montage of all the mosquitoes we kill while filming this.
Still quite warm.
So the answer is
Look at the size of that mosquito. Look at the size of that.
that's huge. Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Alright, we're getting assaulted by mosquitoes here. First
Ask
question
again.
for Rob would be, should I be careful with red light stuff if I'm pregnant or nursing?
Generally, there's no side effects to red light therapy, so anyone can use it regardless of your skin tone or whatever. But if you are pregnant, I would talk to your, trusted healthcare professional.
Yeah, exactly. With all this kind of stuff, we recommend you speak to your healthcare professional first. I've gone and done that process before through the NHS and various health professionals. Sometimes you got to take some of your healthcare into your own hands a bit, but again, speak to your healthcare professional, get advice on this sort of stuff. They might scoff at you because it's not in the textbooks that they studied 15 years ago. But again, always speak to your healthcare professional, get advice from them first, especially people who are pregnant. Absolutely.
And look, Epstein didn't actually kill himself,
Exactly.
so
Righty, I'm getting fucking killed by mosquitoes here. I can feel it.
I got bitten by that big one.
This whole video might be derailed via mosquitoes here. We're losing light as well. We'll continue.
I feel like
I feel like you've got your leg crossed as well. We got both of our leg crossed. I'll take it then. Like red light therapy memberships. Do you offer memberships? I know what the question means there.
So
Wasn't really.
look, we don't have like a membership club ourselves that like we have red light panels. However, we have sold multiple panels to different kind of recovery and healthcare facilities. So
Yeah.
you can always hit one of those up if you want. But no, we don't have one ourselves. So just buy one for your house. SpectraHeal.com.
Buy one. Get the checkbook out. Get the wallet.
Buy one.
Take out a loan. Whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
Buy a panel.
Sell
Yeah,
your
yeah.
house.
Sell
Put it
your
all
house.
on red.
Exactly.
Multiply it. Buy one.
Figure it out. Look, the few facilities have bought them off us to use in their own kind of things where you can then have a membership or pay £100 to use like their sauna and the RedLight Therapy. So a few facilities out there will have our panels as well. We're also in talks with a few gyms in the UK and back in Ireland to try and get our panels into there as well to get that kind of membership activity. So where someone's a member of a gym, they can also avail of the RedLight Therapy panels that we provide them as well. So that could be a way of introducing yourself to some red light without buying a panel straight away. But just jump straight in, buy a red light panel, change your life. Can I just do red light therapy on its own, or do I need other stuff too?
Well, like we've said, we're going to keep repeating ourselves. Red light therapy is non-invasive, so this isn't really going to fuck with anything else you're doing. In fact, it will probably help whatever else you're doing. If it's skincare, it'll help with your serums, your moisturizers, retinol, stuff like that. It's going to help. With recovery and stuff, it's only going to help. It's not going to take away. So it's going to help. Don't worry, you won't fuck with
And
anything.
when you were using it for your bicep, it didn't change anything you did. He was still doing everything else. It was kind of something you add in. It doesn't cost. There's no time. It's 10 minutes. It's not a huge. You don't have to jump into a freezing ice bath.
I got it.
Like lots of people don't want to jump into ice baths and do that stuff. I get it. I totally get that. Again, it's a great thing you can do if you can do the ice bath stuff, the sauna stuff, the hot cold stuff for recovery.
Well, the quality might take a hit here because
Yeah, sorry, we had to swap phones there. You're sitting way too close to me.
what's going on?
About it.
Do we know if it can even hear you?
Yeah,
From this far
it'll be
away?
able to hear us, yeah. What was the question?
Oh, do you need other stuff?
Other stuff too. Do everything you can. If you're recovering, do everything you can. This is just another thing you'd add. Like if you're already doing everything else, let's say it's a skin issue, you're using your creams, you're eating healthily, you're getting some sunlight. This is just an addition to everything else you're doing. It's not one or the other. It's not if you're recovering from an injury, an ice bath, a sauna, hot and cold. Don't take any of that away, any of the good stuff you're doing. This is just an addition to what you would already be doing to come back from an injury or recover something. So, yeah, again, it costs nothing. Costs nothing. You have to buy the panel, but like 10 minutes.
Buy the panel, SpectraHeal.com.
SpectraHeal.com. 10 minutes, 20 minutes a day in addition to all the other stuff you're doing.
Yeah, think of it like this, like your food, let's say you're eating healthy and stuff like that. You may also take supplements, magnesium, etc. Think of sleeping, eating well and everything like that. That would be the bulk of, let's say, recovery and being healthy. You're supplementing stuff like your sauna, your ice bath, your red light therapy. Whereas one thing that's overlooked, and it's going to be popularized soon because of SpectraHeal.com, is optimizing also the light you have in your life. And if you live in a cold shit country where the weather's shit all the time, you're likely not getting the proper wavelengths of light you need to be healthy. So once again, SpectraHeal.com.
Exactly. Yeah.
What he said. Can a red light setup help with my winter blues? Doesn't prove it's sad.
Yeah, so winter blues, seasonal affective disorder, sad. Yeah, red light's gonna help, especially if you live in a dark, especially in winter, a dark, rainy, shit weather country. Red light therapy has been shown to definitely help with that. It'll improve your mood. So
Like depression is a huge topic. We're not going to go into detail here. Some people have just chemical imbalances, etc. But look, if you wake up in the morning and it's grey every day for like 3 months and you're not kind of depressed about it, there's an issue there. You should humans want sun. Humans need sun. That's why we go on holidays if you live in a country that doesn't get sun. So yes, absolutely. Red light therapy is probably more, even more essential if you live in a country where you aren't getting sunlight for the majority of the year.
and it makes sense as well. All like the people that are most clued into like the impact that light has on your health are generally people that are in these kind of northern Europe, Scandinavian places, because they'll be dark for days on end sometimes in winter. So they really they know so much about it because they've dealt with the shitness that it is not having good light in your life. That sounded weird.
Good light, yeah. Sorry.
Gonna have to cut out a lot of this.
Yeah. Can red light therapy help fade stretch marks? Do you want to touch on more? So yeah, like again, we've got a skin video on this. Go to the YouTube channel for that one. I think. But short answer, yes. Check out the video for more detail around why and the other skin conditions. It'll help you.
Well, not even just stretch marks, just any kind of like wound healing, discoloration of the skin, any of that. Red light's gonna help. So by proxy, it'll also help with stretch marks.
So does red light. I think I need a bee suit to get these mosquitoes off me. Okay. Any reasons why? How soon before I start seeing changes with red light therapy? Good question.
That is a good question. So it depends. Some people are going to be hyper responders with anything. Some people, if they take whatever supplement, food, or a good night's sleep, they're just on top of the moon. So it will depend person by person, but with consistent use, after a few weeks, you'll start to notice the benefits.
Exactly. Like if you broke your leg yesterday and you use a red light panel, it's not going to just heal it overnight. It's something you'd consistently use over weeks and weeks, just like anything. Like, would you notice the difference on a broken arm if you iced it once or had an ice bath? Like, no. You're going to need to use these things consistently, day after day, week on week, depending on what the condition is as well. Depends what you have that you're looking to fix here. Yeah. So,
look,
hard question to answer.
Yeah, definitely. But consistency trumps intensity. Just consistently use it like we tell you to do, and you'll notice the benefits.
That's a great one. Write that down. Actually, consistency matters here with everything in your life. We don't need to tell you this.
We're just philosophers as well, guys. Just fucking
you
listen to us about everything.
You came here for red light therapy advice. You got philosophy. Yeah. Bad philosophy, but you got something.
Yeah. At least you'll learn what not to do.
Yeah, exactly.
If we're into philosophy.
How does got any scientific proof that red light therapy actually works? Tons. Most of our videos we try to add in like some of the studies relating to. So I'm answering these. Sorry, apologies. Go ahead.
Yes, there's a shit ton of research to back it up. All you need to do is look at our website, look at the Learn blog section. You'll see we actually give you the references, and then you can go look them up. Or you can just look at our YouTube channel. We also kind of mention them. Jack's done a good few nice videos on it. So, yeah, there's tons of research. Just check our website, check our YouTube. We talk in length about it. So, covering a whole.
And guys, we covering like a wide variety of things. Like we recommend you guys do your own research anyway. But if we can save you time by doing it ourselves, we try to do that and add value in these videos. So, and the video on sports performance skin, we have actually got research studies mentioned in the video and then also attached in the descriptions as well for you guys to check out. And then even just Googling on websites like PubMed, there's plenty of research papers on red light therapy. Can red light therapy help me catch a better night's sleep? Sometimes struggle with insomnia.
Yes, it will. Look, in optimizing the light that you take in during the day. Look, if you want a good night's sleep, here's a little cheat sheet. You wake up, you get bright light straight away, whether it be the sun, whether it be a fake white light. There's specific lights that you can get for this, or even technically,
We don't sell those lights, so we won't tell you what those lights
yeah,
are.
we're not branded, not giving you any brands, whatever, but maybe soon. Anyway, but basically get some bright light in the morning. What you're telling your body is, oh shit, I'm awake, the day's started. And then in the evening time, you don't want any of that bright white light, or blue light for that matter, so put your fucking phone away and your laptop and all that shit. But then in the evening, you're going to want your red light, because this is going to signal to your body, oh, it's time to go to bed. It's not a bright light. So as soon as you start seeing red light in the evening, your body will realize, oh, it's time to taper down, let's go to bed. And then, yeah. So, yeah, it will help with your sleep.
Exactly, yeah.
I went off track there a bit.
Yeah, it'll help set up your circadian rhythm, that kind of thing. It also, again, without going back to every time with every topic about how it affects the ATP, blah, blah, blah. If your cells are there's a massive mosquito on the table there.
I can see him.
The body function better and help the body sleep better. A lot of times with insomnia, these kind of things, obviously look straight away, first of all, look at caffeine intake, timing caffeine intake, diet related stuff, eating too late, all the kind of the basic stuff you're probably already trying. There's plenty of guys, there's plenty of sleep guys out there you can go for this for more information on this, but RedLight Therapy is also something I'd add into that as well, to try. Like if you're drinking a liter of coffee and then doing a RedLight panel, it's probably not going to help your sleep. If you're taking off all the basics, then adding RedLight Therapy might be the cherry on top here. But obviously get all the other sleep hygiene stuff sorted. Get alarm clocks and timer. If you can see it, great one I saw recently was if you can see your alarm clock and you're waking up at 2 a.m. And you realize it's 2 a.m., that's in your mind. You shouldn't be able to tell what time it is until your alarm clock goes. So put your alarm clock outside your door. When it rings, you wake up in the morning. If you wake up in the middle of the night, you shouldn't be able to tell what time it is. You shouldn't have a device adding to the anxiety and the fact that, oh, I've got to be working 4 hours and I'm awake. And you shouldn't know what time it is when you wake up in the middle of the night. Let yourself body naturally drift off. Cut that bit out.
That stays.
No, it's just yeah, it's going to be nighttime by the time we get through these. Yeah. Let us know. Are your panels better than other companies' panels? Well, clearly we're not going to say no, but yes is the short answer.
Yeah, way better.
Way better.
Look,
like so much better.
Yeah, the other ones fucking suck.
They just garbage.
Basically, look, our specs are the best you'll get at the best price also. We do free next day delivery to the UK if you order before 12. We've got a 3-year warranty and a 1-month free trial. So if you don't like it, you fucking will. You can send it back.
Yeah, you have nothing to lose here really. You can try it for a month. Again, you can give it back if you don't like it. Nothing really to lose here. So testing.
Got a hot mic.
All right, we had another phone storage issue here. These videos are long. I was cooking as well. The question about panels, why are panels? So, the whole table nearly fell off, but we're all good. As you can see, we're losing some light here. If your question wasn't answered in this video, by the way, we'll touch on it tomorrow. We'll do part 2 to this. What was I going to say? So with why use like panels like ours? Why not pick another brand? What we were surprised when we were getting ours manufactured was we were trying to look at the studies and what wavelengths were mosquito. We're trying to look at what wavelengths were used, what nanometers were used in the studies. Like if our panel can't hit the wavelengths and the nanometers necessary that were used in the studies to get the benefits of the red light that were shown in these scientific studies, what's the point? So we were very specific on exactly what we needed the machine to be able to do when getting this made. So that was the first thing we did. We didn't like when getting this made, we had to make sure that the mosquito. We're gonna do like some montage of all the time mosquitoes attacked me and assaulted me while this thing has been on. We had to make sure that the product did what we wanted it to do. The machine did what we wanted to do. So that's the very first thing we did when getting this thing made. We were very surprised by some of the top brands in the industry before we arrived. Didn't have the nanometers, the wavelengths necessary in the studies to get the benefits. We're shocked because we assumed that's the first base they would have covered. So when making ours, we made sure that our panels were up to scratch. They had everything needed, and they had the power, or what do you say for that? and they had the functionality to hit the wavelengths you'd need to actually get the various benefits that are in these scientific studies. So yes, that's the why essentially.
It's also, when you're buying a panel, there's a couple things you have to look out for, and one of them being you want zero flicker. Now, why do you want zero flicker? It seems a bit of a weird addition, but if your panel isn't zero flicker, it may not be visible to the eye, but the light could be flickering very, very slightly, and this can actually trigger epileptic fits. So, what the fuck is that?
That was massive.
Jesus.
It's probably not picking up anything on this camera. That was huge. Anyway.
I got it. Nah, it's fine. I'm having a freaker here. It's fine. Yeah, so, long story short, just buy our fucking panels. Like, you're here, listen to us. Like, come on.
You're already here. Yeah, that's a great point. I was waffling about something else there, but yeah, again, if you
Like, especially when you deal with something like epilepsy, if there's like a tiny movement in the light that you can't see with the naked eye, it can still be there. You want to make sure your cheaper panels and cheaper masks have that effect of a flicker light. One other thing is, yeah, it's EMF, that kind of thing. You want to make sure the product is low EMF, which ours obviously are. We offer a 30-day money-back guarantee.
3-year warranty.
All the bases are covered, and next day delivery in the UK. So we have kind of covered all the bases we want to cover. And then again, if you find a better price than us, a lot of the time there's a reason why it's priced low. We're priced literally as competitively as we possibly can be. If someone has a drastically low, what the fuck is that?
That's
Jesus Christ. Get the fuck out of here.
That's nuts. Well, that's a behemoth. Okay. Right. Oh no, it's back. No, it's gone. It's gone.
You fucking did.
No, go. You can sit down.
Alright.
But yeah, basically, if you see a panel that kind of looks like ours, you know, those
that
are
a bat?
Yeah, that's a bat. That's a bat.
That was a
If
winged
you see
demon.
if you see a panel that looks like ours, like size-wise and everything, there's a reason why it's cheaper. And if it's cheaper, it's not as good quality, not as durable, won't have a warranty, and all round, it's probably gonna fall apart. It's probably a piece of shit.
Okay, so yeah.
Let's wrap this up.
You don't necessarily have to buy it with us, but there's the recommendations.
I think we're gonna wrap this up, guys, because there's literal
darkness,
literal
salt and
bats.
everything.
There's
There's bats.
literal bats around, so I might get rabies. That'll be the next
have
video.
rabies.
Yeah, it might be
I'm fine. I'm
before
immune.
and after rabies transformation. That's what's next. So, look, subscribe, all that good shit, and
If your question
SpectraHeal.com.
wasn't answered, sorry, if your question wasn't answered, we'll do a part 2 to this. We got a bunch, so we'll do a part 2. It's already long enough. Attention spans. We'll do a part 2 to this.
Okay, yeah, and SpectraHeal.com.